G'day shoppers, how you going? The official hairstyle of the alternate horse count. It's coming along. I'm actually getting some compliments over it, which is quite funny, but horse world, it's weird. But we're not on this journey alone. Remember I said we are stronger together. Well, tonight, now, a couple of things to say, and I can introduce you to Rachael McDonald.
Hello.
It's a bit hard to get arm's length. We are sitting in Rachel's kitchen, and Rachael, the internet.
Hello world. I'm Andy.
Rachel's got a farm and she's got a bunch. How many horses? I can't remember.
21.
21. Okay, Rachael wins. Rachel's got 21 horses and some cows and some alpaca
And some sheep.
Some sheep and cats and dogs. So we had a drone. My mate came and donated his time, gave up his time today. He's one of our team members. And we've been doing drone acquisition. We actually came yesterday and it was
foggy.
I would call
it's called the Monga Mist.
The Monga
Mist.
It was a pea soup.
It
was to the ground, and if you stood still, you got wet.
It would
in
envelope you. Yes,
yeah, exactly.
It would.
So we did a little bit yesterday, got our head around it, and then today we come back and it's blue skies, light breeze. So we've got the drone up to 500 metres, and we've been doing image acquisition, which is images above horses, because there isn't much of that out there in the world. And that's so that we can begin the training of a machine learning program to count horses.
That we already have proven with rabbits and turtles.
Hang on, did Rachael just say that she's already proven it?
So my team have already proven this technology with rabbits and turtles and starfish. So if we can count rabbits, we can certainly count brumbies.
Because they're a lot bigger.
They're a bit bigger. Yep, different shadow pattern, different patterns of movement. There's a whole lot of things that we know about movements of brumbies as opposed to movements of turtles or rabbits. And we can prove it.
So, you know, I'm a bit of a truth warrior. I like to get the facts out there. I can confirm I have seen the demonstrations and the outputs from Rachel's platform. And we've spoken and we've had a various bunch of meetings with some techs and some of my mates who are programmers and techs. We've done a due diligence on it. We've checked the platform. We have started putting images into the image library. We are live. We are live. Now, we were going to do this on Saturday at 4:30, but it's driving people nuts not knowing what's going on, and it's also driving nuts. The people have been driven nuts by the bullshit coming out from, let's be honest, the Cochrane gang. So Cochrane is behind Count 10. It's pretty clear. Count 10 wants more of your money. We've done this with Rachael and I. I've put up the cash, Rachel's put up the platform. And Saturday at 4:30, our website. Did you just think it was one page? No, there's a whole bunch more to it. Our website goes live. We will explain how it works and how you are a part of this. And that's the most important thing. Machines need humans.
They do. They do. We can't do this alone. We can build the platform, which we have, but we need to teach it. We need to teach it with real images, which is what we're doing right now. So we're teaching it to count brumbies or horses as opposed to rabbits, turtles, starfish, which is what we have already done and provided this to Parliament.
So this is a very simple question for everybody watching. Do you know what a horse looks like? That's our first question. You can go to our website, you can register, and then it'll become live on Saturday afternoon at 4:30, and it'll look pretty swish by that stage. It is being built as we speak. Sarah is part of our team, and my website builder, wonderful lady, very impressed with her skills, the website diva. And Die Hardly, and you might not believe this, but Renee Neubauer are project stakeholders. They are effectively who we work for. They hold the stake of the horses. And Renee, pretty solid, been around a long time, calls a spade a spade. We are grateful for their assistance in basically helping shape the project. So we're not going to go on too much about it now because it's for 4:30. And if all of you or some of you thought that I was just going to rip in and tear Peter Cochrane apart on 4:30 on Saturday, things have got so bad with that police and lawyers are now involved. I will talk about that next week. My next steps are currently under legal advice. It is horrible, it is nasty, and what I have said last night is true and able to be backed up by fact. And if this is all over counting horses, that's a worry, because there's obviously more to this picture than counting horses, and we're going to explore that next week. But we said we would do something. I said I would do something, and I said I'm the kind of bloke that I don't always get it right, but I'll try to achieve what I do. Dan doesn't need to be named. One of our project team guys has put a lot of time into this and has helped get the front end of the website, the human training end. So when you're congratulating Rocky and what have you, how about you ask him, how does your machine work, Rocky? How does it know what a horse is? Because you know the first question that we got asked when we started seeing if this platform could be used was, what does a horse look like that you want the machine to find? And that's when I said, well, it's actually a horse's bum and a horse's back. And all the internet pictures are horses' heads and ears and sides and manes and tails and legs. No one cares about what a horse looks from above. So we managed to find images, we created images, and I'll share a couple later tonight from my horses where I got up 15 metres above them, and we've done Rachel's horses in different poses.
Up
positions.
to about 200 metres.
No, 500.
Even better.
No, that's above the law. We didn't go to 500. No.
Private property, we're okay.
In the name of science. In the name of science. And that's what this is about. This is about science, fact, repeatability, open access and truth. And that's our challenge to the national parks. I do have some bad news for you. We are not allowed to present to the parliamentary inquiry on Monday. We tried to get in. We tried to get Rachael in to go and present. That's not going to happen. Don't have to guess why. I think it's pretty obvious. Should I reveal it?
No.
No. Okay, we'll hold that one. We'll reveal another bit for you later. But 4:30 Saturday is basically a full reveal, website live, demonstration and explanation of what is needed. And it's not just flying an aeroplane over a national park and taking pictures, which is what Rocky's telling you. There's a lot more science to it than that. And it's not just taking pictures and sticking them in a computer. Because we did that the other day. It's pretty funny, actually. Mm-hmm. We stuck a picture with about 9 or 11, whatever it was, horses into the machine, and it saw 2 sheep, 5 horses and a dog. And that image was 100% all horses.
Would that be Karen? Was Karen in there?
No.
Karen's my dog.
She's got a dog called Karen, which I think is awesome and weird at the same time. It was an image that we picked up off the internet, one of those freely available images of horses running, and there was a little foal off to the side which was standing clear, and that was identified by the computer with an image library already in it. It was identified with a 74% confidence as a dog. That's why you have to train your model. Why hasn't Rocky explained any of this? And I'll tell you why, because he doesn't know. So good luck, Rocky. Sorry to steal your thunder, but over here in actual care about the horses world, we have put the camera on our own horses using our own land. I wasn't at a secret location last night. I was actually not far from Rachel's house, a little place near Braidwood called Bombay.
Not India.
Not Bombay, India. And it wasn't a secret location, because why would I have told you? And Rocky's going to have national parks shooting dogs now after his count.
I hope not.
Well, not the dingoes.
Well, maybe feral dogs, yes. They should be looking at that. And we can count them.
Actually, Rachel, we can count any bloody thing.
Anything we want.
We can count any animal. So while Rocky's counting horses, we're counting everything. Deer, pigs. So we need to teach the machine what a pig is and what it isn't. What a deer is, what a foal is, what a horse is, what a dog is. We can teach our machine what different types of trees are, what pig ruttings are.
Deer rubbings.
Deer rubbings, koalas in trees, because what else can we do? Oh, we can go at night and do infrared, because we've seen that in operation with this
platform.
This
particular platform that we have provided to this count.
So a few people have contacted me and said, oh, well, who's Rachael? I mean, how do you know?
Hi, it's me.
This is Rachael. And it's not bullshit. It's very early science, though. It's pretty funky. It's new tech, and it needs you. Notice how we're not asking you for money.
We don't need money.
Big difference. Well, we will need money to scale this project up, but for the moment, what we need is people to help validate our images.
Hi, Jessie.
And then that gets fed into the back end of the computer model. And so don't be surprised if you start looking at images to help us validate them, and there's more than just horses in there, because there's going to be some alpaca in there as well, because that's how... Remember I said we do forced errors? You put things in there that are wrong.
Hey, Julie.
So if we put an alpaca in there,
or a sheep,
or a
cow,
and it says it's a dog, or it says it's got a 20% confidence that it's a horse or what have you, then you correct that, put that back in the computer and say alpaca, and then it starts to learn what an alpaca is. The problem is you've got to have like 200 to 300 images of all different angles. That's why we had the call out for images. That's why we're very grateful that that was well responded to and it happened quickly.
Trace, you're awesome.
That's the big news point. We've had to jump forward a little bit with announcements, but just a quick scan of the online. It's very ugly out there. So we're not asking for your money. We're asking for you to be a part of this project. Step one is the ability to count horses. And I'll leave you on this parting thought. When Rocky does fly, if...
He will. He'll get the plane up there, I have no doubt.
His data goes into our platform. And we've already trained it what all the animals are. That's our plan. So we can go and get the imagery ourselves. But we can use Rocky's imagery, because Rocky's imagery is your imagery. All of you who put money in and you wanted a refund because he wasn't living up to his expectations, well, don't feel like your money's completely wasted. It's not turning out very well. But we can take his imagery and throw it in our system well before Airborne Logic build a library to look for horses. We can actually look for everything. Big boast.
Competition is not a bad thing, Andrew. Competition is not a bad thing.
Competition is what leads to inventions of things like automobiles, light bulbs, electric jugs.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works in science world. And it's also how things get peer reviewed. So we can peer review Rocky before Rocky can even analyse his own image. Sometimes we might talk big, but we think big too. And that's what counts. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting Rachael. And 4:30, that's why it's going to be a Zoom meeting, because we're going to have to demonstrate it with you. There's going to be a few images to show you. We'll demonstrate how this shit works. Remembering we've only had about 10 days to put all this together, but that is all we've done, and that is where we are at. And I think that it was getting time to share that with you. So thank you. Feel free to share this everywhere and make sure that Jeanette Marie gets a copy or 100. Thank you.
Bye. That was pretty cool.